And here we have it, the first live broadcast of the 2019 Sport Fishing World Games here, as I've said many times, at the Vaal River. I'm joined by Vesey Wessels, he's the chairman of SABA for this event, and Mike, he's the weighmaster for the event. We're representing Mercury today as one of the sponsors. If you're interested in any of this gear that I'm wearing, get down to this event, it's all on sale here. Vesey, an absolutely outstanding show you've put on for the guys here today. Tell us a bit about the build-up to get to this point.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mark. This is an internationally recognized tournament. So obviously we started planning and started executing this tournament about a couple of months ago. It started off by putting together and nominating a very well experienced local organizing committee. And all of those people are very involved in bass fishing. And although they are volunteers, they are some of the best people that we could get together to make this one of the top-notch tournaments on the international stage.
And I'm sticking with the international stage. It's not only bass fishing that is in this Fishing World Games. I mean, there's a lot of other facets that are going on around the country. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, that's correct. You know, unofficially, I don't know, I understand that it's not an official opinion, but unofficially, the fishermen regards this as the Olympic Games of fishing. So it's not only bass, all the other facets of fishing are being represented during this tournament, and right through the country, fishermen are today competing to be recognized as the world champions in their different facets.
And unfortunately, we weren't able to be live at the opening event, but SABA posted some videos and footage of that. We'll leave the links down below. If you want to check that out, please visit the SABA Facebook page to see all of that. An impressive event down in Sandton.
Absolutely, it was an experience to absorb. It was very well organized. Andres Maria, the secretary of SASAC, has done an extremely good job. And the whole committee of SASAC, from their perspective, needs to be commended for what they put together. From the whole field, from the spectators to the officials to the competitors, everybody only had good words and good comment to give regarding the tournament and the put together of the opening ceremony.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding. And one of the most important things that we have in the sport of bass fishing and an event of this size is weighing the fish. I mean, it all comes down to the points. It's a slightly different point system. I think it's important. Do you want to give us a quick rundown on that point system and how it all works?
Yes, that's correct. We are used to, in bass fishing, we fish for the 5 best fish that you can catch during a fishing day. There's a size limit. There's not a weight limit. Everybody is fishing for the biggest bass that he can put into the live well, but he's only allowed to bring the 5 top fish to the scale. Mike will then weigh the fish, and according to the weight of the combined weight of the pairing of the boat plus the nation, that determines the world champion at the end of the season, of the tournament.
Now, Mike, you've got an extremely important job for this week. Tell me about your preparations to get here. And I saw you this morning cutting weigh bags, measuring them. I think you measured the weigh bags in entirety about 25 times. Tell us about that.
Yes, obviously it's important that we give all the anglers an equal opportunity, and part of that is making sure that our weigh bags will weigh exactly the same. So we went through a process this morning of actually checking all those bags. We had a member of FIPS-Ed, who's the official body that governs this tournament. We had a member of the FIPS-Ed committee there this morning, actually monitoring and checking that all the bags are in fact the correct weight. So that was part of the process in terms of getting organized.
And now, with this event, we see this live weigh-in. We see the boats and the rigs rolling through. The guys jump off the boat. We have a look at their fish. We weigh them in. Tell us about the procedure and the process that we take, all the checkpoints that we have to get this implementation of the live weigh-in.
Yeah, so it starts with the boats arriving at the jetty down below. The first check is done at that point, where we'll have someone that actually goes to the boat, checks the live well, does a count of the number of fish. The first check that they also do there is to determine whether there are any dead fish. If there are dead fish, we'll have a system where that is indicated so that we know that there is a dead fish in the bag. Because we're doing a live drive-through weigh-in, there is some time that it takes from the time that boat is checked at the jetty and goes through the whole system until it gets to me to actually weigh the fish. So it's important that we check whether the fish is alive or dead at that point to ensure that there isn't a fish that possibly does die, and hopefully it doesn't happen. But if it should die in this process, that we don't penalize the angler because of the process. But the boats are then removed in the order that they're going to be weighed. We weigh.
Sorry, I'm gonna stop you right there. You said the boats are removed out of the water in a specific order.
Yeah, that's important. You'll see that we'll actually have different flights. We have an A and a B and a C flight. The order in which these flights come in or go out and come in each day differs. The nations are also numbered 1 to 14. So typically we would have A1 coming through and then A2 and A3 in that order. And that's part of actually getting the system and the scoring working and making sure that at the end of the day we sort of build up to the point where eventually we have all the boats from all the nations in and we have a total score. So they come out in that order. We've got a team of guys down at the launch site that are helping to bring these boats out in the correct order. They then go through a process where they actually reach a point sort of at the end of the year where we then do our second check, and that check is where we're checking for the size limit. The size limit for this competition is the same as for most of our competitions and for a lot of the other countries is 300 millimeters or 30 centimeters. So we have someone there that's checking the fish, and at the same time the angler is moving the fish from his live well into a mesh bag, which is then kept in the live well. If there is a short fish, there's an indication that there's a fish that's potentially short, and the anglers then move with their boats through the drive-through till they get to this point here. At this point, they will hand the tags that indicate number of fish, dead fish, short fish to us. That helps us to understand. We'll get the bags. We'll do two weigh-ins, or we'll weigh twice for each team. The first time is to weigh the big fish. The big fish is important because it's used to determine ties. So it's important that we do have big fish weighed, and then we'll weigh the remaining fish, and then we go through a system of verification and sign off before the fish are released and the anglers released.
So we're also utilizing the Weighmaster.net system, same as what we've seen. So you can see all the weights live on Weighmasters.net. You can see how it's flowing, all the points allocations there, as well as the live streaming. The live streaming this year will be on Weighmasters.net, so you can have your live scoreboard on the left-hand side, your pictures from this event right there. So if you want to catch that, check it out on Weighmasters.net. So a very impressive setup here at the Vaal River. Everybody is welcome. We're going to bring you as much coverage here on Just Fishing. Vessie, thank you for all your efforts. I know you've got a big week ahead of you. We all do. Mike, best of luck, and thanks for all your efforts in conservation, keeping our fish alive and ensuring that they swim and we can catch them in another day. So there you have it. That's the opening session of our live coverage today. We've got to finish up on the preparations with the rest of the anglers, the team photographs. But we made a short clip. It's not really short. It's probably about 30 minutes of today's action. Underwater coverage. We'll also be back tomorrow from 6 till 7 with the morning takeoff. We'll have a few interviews. The intentions is we're going to get our cameramen out on the boats to bring you as much on the water coverage, starting at 3:30, same as today, all the way till 4. From 4 o'clock we start our live weigh-ins. We're excited to have you tuned in, so stick around and enjoy the show. Off the morning, you can see all the anglers behind me enjoying a breakfast sponsored by Saba. The guys are excited about getting this event kicked off. It's going to be a fantastic day. Weather's playing its part. It looks like it's going to be a little bit treacherous come day 2 and 3, but it's all part of fishing and it's one of those uncontrollables. We're looking forward to kicking off the event. Well, I'm joined here this morning with Julian Smith, a familiar face in the sport of South African bass fishing, except this time you're wearing the Australian colours. It's very good to have you back.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
Can you tell me about how the guys feeling about the event and participating at a size event like this?
So most of them have fished in a American tournament, and they must say they compare it very much the same, actually a bit better run, and they really enjoyed it. The organisation was amazing, and it's extremely well-run tournament.
So I'm here with Dave. He's the captain of the Australian team. Dave, tell us about the organisation to getting your crew here.
It's been absolutely hectic. We've had probably 4 months of just solid putting things in place to get the team here, to get guys organised, tackle the logistics of getting here from Australia. But we've had absolutely awesome support from Craig and Wendy and the team in South Africa. Without that, and some of our sort of friends over here that we still have, it would never have happened. So it's been big, but we're here. We finally got it together.
I was chatting to a few locals here, and they were saying, both Julian and the boys have a bit of experience on the river. So a very interesting point, much like we saw in 2017 when we had Lionel Botha bring the guys from the US. It's interesting times here on the Vaal, so stay tuned to Just Fishing YouTube channel for all the updates and live coverage right here from the Vaal River.
They sleep over there. Head this way to the job site. And the big ones take their lunch break right about now. The Solix series, with our most powerful innovations, from Mega Imaging Plus to Crosstouch to AutoChart Live on our largest screen ever. Fish might call it an invasion of privacy. You'll call it a busy day for your live well. Only from Humminbird.
Get action. Do things. Be sane. Don't fritter away your time. Create. Act. Take a place wherever you are and be somebody. Get action.
At Mercury, we've been reshaping power. How you use it is completely up to you. Introducing the all-new V8 Mercury 4-stroke. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
So as the boats come running up towards the river on this day one, we're kicking it off. It seems to be that there's a lot of boats focused more down on the community holds towards the end, but a few boats running up towards the top end of the river, perhaps looking for a slightly bigger fish. But we're kicking off day one, and we're super excited to get this event underway. So once again, we're joined with the boys or the men from Solly's Angling Corner. They've set up a container tackle store here. And let me tell you something, it's not just a container, it is fully loaded. You've got anything from any rods, reels, tackles, baits.
We've got all the best quality rods, reels, tackle that you can name it from all over the world. We've got top class baits like Mega Bass and Duo lures that we've got on display. We've got some good rods on display. The Mega Bass rods, the Chiluma's Conquest rod is also here on display. We've got some nice new rods, Curado DCs and Metanium DCs as well from Shimano, and a lot of other terminal tackle as well that the guys can get. And like I say, we can also get it for the guys from all our branches and stuff like that. It's been amazing from Sabah for letting us come to this competition 2 times in a row, and you know, the support that the guys from the Sabah, all the bass anglers put in so much effort, coming to the stores, visiting our stores, supporting our stores all round, has been just amazing. And we thank all the anglers from all over that support us, the guys from overseas as well that came down for this competition, coming down to support us here at our small pop-up container that we have here. It's been amazing.
So run us through the Solly Angling Corner top picks for the week here on the Vaal River.
Well, your top picks for the week would be, I would say, we first go with your lines, which would be like we discussed, is a lot of it is fluorocarbon for visibility in your water that we have currently. So your best, I would, between the two of these two is your Cigar Brazex in a 15 pound or in your FC Sniper in a 16 pound. Very good line and good quality to have with you on the listing.
Okay, talk to me about hard baits. You know, everybody wants to have a reaction bait on the deck. What would you suggest for this week?
Suggesting a hard bait is, my personal preference is a Vision 110 in a junior, a nice in a French pearl, which is a very good color, especially in this dirty water that we have in the Vaal River. So it's going to be a good bait and it should be working well.
So special for this week, we've just finished our negotiations, and if you come into the store this week and you mention the promotional code JUSTFISHING, you'll receive discount on your purchases. So when you come in the store, mention the promotion code JUSTFISHING, and we'll leave all the links down below to get to all the Solly's Angling Corner if there's anything specific you want. But mention the promotion code JUSTFISHING and you'll receive good discount.
100%. Thanks so much, Mark.
Thank you, my man.
Club Marine Insurance is one of South Africa's leading insurance brokerage companies, specializing in most short-term insurance products. We are specialists in the industry and ensure that your vessel is protected with the best cover available in the market, both in local waters and abroad. We provide worldwide cover for imports, exports, goods in transit, and warehouse storage for cargo owners, distributors, wholesalers, carriers, freight forwarders, and logistic companies. Whether you drive an off-road 4x4 or your day-to-day suburban vehicle, Club Marine Insurance covers it all. This includes all forms of caravans, motorcycles, ATVs, and associated accessories. CMI offers an extensive range of commercial cover for small to large companies. This includes property insurance, travel insurance, fleet contractors, commercial trucks, delivery vehicles, liability insurance, contractors, and body corporates. For your home, we offer flexible cover to suit your individual lifestyle at the best competitive rates, including homeowners building, household contents, general valuables, and motor vehicles. We offer a quality product backed up by service excellence and support via a national and international insurer network. Club Marine, passionate about life, approved by insurers, trusted by our clients.
I'm joined at the event by Keith of JKJ Express Couriers. Not really something that you can display at a bass fishing event, but you're a big sponsor to our sport and help out a lot of our anglers. Tell us a bit about that.
All right, so yeah, I courier the juniors tackle around the country. If they got to travel, for example, from Cape Town to Zimbabwe, then I'll courier their tackle at a reduced rate. Obviously, a lot of the seniors move their tackle through me as opposed to sending it with themselves on an aeroplane. I obviously got road freight, distribution, logistics, courier nationwide. Can also do international parcels, international documents. Yeah, basically we do everything.
So I just want to understand a little bit, out of sponsoring certain events and customers, what would make you choose Saba as a sponsorship?
You know, Mark, a lot of guys obviously support my business, guys like you, and there's actually too many to mention, so it's a chance for me to give back to the sport, that the guys support me, so we thought let's support them a bit, you know.
Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate it, and I can assure you that there's going to be a few parcels coming from my business utilizing your services.
Thank you.
Take care. Fish, some South African hospitality. You get to catch a barbel while you're here, you know. Just want you to feel welcome. So one of the exciting displays we have here, we have Tracker Boats, and I'm going to be joined by Brahm over here. I'm just going to interrupt him for a minute. Brahm, how are you doing?
Well, and yourself,
Very
thanks.
nice to have you here. Tell us a little bit about the boats that you have on display here.
Okay, yeah, these are imported from America, from Tracker Boats. Our company, Leisure Marine, is based in Midrand in Gauteng, and we're the importers and the agents for Tracker Boats.
I mean, Tracker Boats, we've seen them on Bass TV, you know, in this USA programs. Tell us a little about the company itself, how long they've been around for.
Well, the company has been around for more than 20 years in Leisure Marine now in South Africa. Tracker Boats is well known all over the world, and yeah, we're the agents for Tracker Boats in South Africa.
And do you guys predominantly focus on more of the aluminium boats rather than the fiberglass boats?
Not really. there is a market for the aluminium boats, and that's why we brought in these. But our company, as Leisure Marine, is more based on fiberglass boats, new and used. But yeah, we also, like I said, import the tracker boats as well.
Well, give us a quick run through of this beautiful beast behind us over here. This is one of the tracker boats on display here at the World Games. So if you want to come and have a close-up look, please come and join us.
It comes with fully kitted, complete, ready to fish, with a trolling motor, your fighting seats, storage compartments, gauges, your fish finder, the 2 consoles. It's got the live well. You've got a 115 Mercury 4-stroke Pro XS on at the back. Yeah, boat is ready to go for fishing.
I'm gonna climb inside here because I've been known to have quite long legs, and for me, I always, when I get in my boat, I kind of just check out, what's the comfort zone and how well I fit under the console. And there's quite a lot of space under these consoles. I can see the dashes are complete. Everything looks very nice and neat. You got live wells, dual live wells, single live wells.
It's a single live well, but split it in half so that you basically have 2 compartments.
And I noticed on both the rigs that you're showing here, you have Mercury outboards. Do you predominantly stick to Mercury outboards, or do you offer all the other brands as well?
Well, we as Leisure Marine are Mercury agents.
Okay, so tell us about the new engines that you have hung on the back here.
Well, yeah, this is the Pro XS Command Thrust 115 4-stroke motors. Latest technology, very light on fuel, high performance, reliable. What do you want? The world in front of you with Mercury behind you.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us here. Absolutely beautiful boats. I'm going to take my time and go through this rig. I can see port side, starboard, rod lockers. Looks like a lot of storage. Got consoles on the side. We've got some Lowrance units up front here. I'm sure you can customize these units as you see fit. If you want to mount a unit in the dash, is it possible?
Yeah, if anybody wants to upgrade onto what is already existing here, then yeah, we will be able to do that for you. Not a problem.
So these boats come directly out of the tracker factory in the US, that's correct?
Yes.
So you could specify any tracker boat that you want to any specifications of your preference, and it will be imported and factory fitted as is?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Well, there you have it, a new brand on the market, and a fantastic boat. We're well known in the USA, and yeah, let's take a look through this thing. You've got all the gauges here. I see you've got your nav lights starter. We've got our live well accessories here. A little horn just in case you see a cormorant flying in front of you. And obviously your 12 volt output. That's very nice for charging, eh? Very nice for charging phones. A lot of space here. Double console on this side. Very impressive. So the stage is set behind me, the crowds are rolling in. It's time to kick off this event. As you can see, the stage is expanded this year. We're still going to use the same process where we roll the boats in, weigh the fish behind us. We're going to bring you full coverage of all the weigh-ins right here live on Just Fishing YouTube channel. And as we can see, we've got the media crews just behind me, the guys from Libra Vision who will bring you all the live coverage, the cuts and the edits, the masters at work just behind me here. And stop there. We have Falconelli Customs, Hummingbird and Minn Kota on display here. There's some massive units showcased there. You can test drive all of them. That's not the only thing you can test drive. As you can see, we have Mahindra here as well, a couple of vehicles down here to present to you. If we pan to this side over here, as always, we're supported by Solly's Angling Corner. They've got massive amounts of tackle over there. They're ready to ship in anything in from any of their stores in Johannesburg right here for you on the Vaal River.
Just sportsmanship needs to prevail.
Remember, it only takes 5 minutes. That's all it takes to catch 5 fish.
My first fish.
Yes, let's get to it.